Hello guys, it's Ezra Time here and welcome to the Let's Play of Doki Doki Literature Club. And this game is made by a guy named Dan Salvato, which is Team Salvato, which is you guys see in the beginning. And as you guys can see for yourself, I mean it looks like a dating simulator kind of game, but I heard that this was supposed to be like a horror game. Like the game even tell me a warning, like before all of this, like if you're children under 13 or something like that. If you're children, don't play this game. If you actually have anxiety or depression, don't play this game. And if you actually easily disturbed, like you guys see in the warning in the beginning, then don't play this game. Which kind of make me curious because, I don't know, by the looks of it, doesn't look like a horror game, isn't it? But some people actually say that this game was released in 2017, and I heard that it was very popular, like back in the day. Like some people actually said this is actually one of the best game they ever played. Like it's sort of like I think it's sort of like pretty simple, but as the game goes, it's getting really crazy and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really curious what the kind of craziness that this game has because it seems like I mean at this point it's pretty normal, right? At this point, so I'm really curious to see what Doki Doki Literature Club is. So without further ado, let's just start new game. Oh, and I actually start off like the game a little bit early, like in the beginning, just to test my recording. You might wonder why I'm not wearing a headphones. When I try to wear headphones, like I record the voice was is working, and the camera was not working fine, but the game capture is really messed up. Like it didn't actually show. Like the game was shown, it's still working, but it didn't really record the game. Like the game kind of like stuck in one frame. So it's kind of like that frame the whole time. While the game is progressing, I still playing it. I think in the beginning, and then it didn't really capture the game, like the whole sequence of the game, which is really disappointing. So that's why I'm not wearing a headphones, by the way. So if you guys wondering, anyway. But anyway, hey, I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together, and on days like this, but starting around high school she would overslept more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'm gonna feel better off running away. Oh, okay. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Okay. I overslept again. Sorry, I don't know what kind of voice that I should give Sayori. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ezra. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we journey, the street become increasingly speckled with our students making their daily commute. Hang on a second, guys. By the way, Ezra, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. It's one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh man, so relatable. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skill before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I look a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Would you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. Okay, that is not true at all. As a person who just graduated from high school, I don't think high school was like, oh, you get in there, ordinary as usual, and then just over before you know it. Nope, it's really a torture, guys, and I think everybody who's been on high school can agree with this. But anyway, it's just a game, so who cares? After I packed my things, I stared blankly at the walls, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Oh, really? Well, good for you, Sayori. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Ah, okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Well, yeah, I'm going to anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. No, Sayori. And Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. Or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. Yeah. I already tried a cupcake, they were good and everything. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. That's not even the right sound, but whatever. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. What's the voice? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice thing about you. Oh, seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ezra, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh man, the classic kind of like anime style. And the music was good too, in the background. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, that's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Yes, looks like it. She is also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Oh, she's kinda cute. Yuri, who appeared comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice meeting both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ezra. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, that pose is just... Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Ezra. We'll make a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a grab tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabbed one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Also, I'm sorry if I keep mixing the voice. Because I don't know what kind of voice that I should give Sayori. Because it's pretty similar to Natsuki voice. I'll turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Wait, what? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Oh, Natsuki. But not for you, you, dummy. Alright. I get up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, let's let a half cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, true. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidate. Yuri just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiled to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, why don't you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tell me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yeah. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, oh, you're the president. It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major club. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, debate club. Well, you know, to be honest, I can tell all the politics around the major clubs. Yeah, true. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I mean, it's nice to have a club that you're actually having fun with, you know. I much rather to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if you can encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica, Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also not in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all of the efforts to start something brand new. Yeah, that's kinda true though. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes a school event like festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really grow in this club before we graduate. I just graduated yesterday, Monica. I mean, not yesterday, but whatever. Uh, right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agreed. Such different goals, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ezra, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering them. Manga. Oh god. Manga, yeah, that's I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved, timid since the moment I walk in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up and she finds her comfort in the worlds of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you out for a loop? That is amazing actually. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, well. I read a horror book once. I just really grab some things I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could put it that way. You could say that, I guess. But if a story that makes me think or takes me into another world, then I really can put it down. Surreal. Horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. It's only for a brief moment. I hate horrors. Oh? Why is that? Well, Let's get eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Sayuri stood up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averted her eyes. You won't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and sharing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have anything writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in the silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we met, we will share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ezra? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there is still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, might have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. Hold on a second, guys. I think I heard somebody at my door. Never mind. It's just my parents. Never mind. Okay, let's continue. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thoughts. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, oh man, yeah, they all, they all look so. I'm sorry, I thought. Ezra, you all. I'm defenseless against this girl. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is if writing a poem is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arm around me, jumping up and down. Oh God! Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Jeez. Thanks. I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monika looks over at me once more. Aisha, I look forward to seeing how you impress yourself. Oh my god, that pose. Yeah. Can I really impress the class or Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ezra, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stay after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and makes our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Ooh, already planning something, isn't it? Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure the good fortune will find me. And I guess it's the start of writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, so we got Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. Man, Yuri looks so cute, look at her. So, choose the word. So I think I make a poem for one of these girls, I think. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try to impress Yuri this time because I feel like, I don't know, kinda like relatable and she's kinda cute anyway, so yeah, we'll see. What is Yuri like? Extraordinary? Existence? Um, existent? Oh yeah, she's jumping out of down. Okay. Hope after essence, sing, Valentine, imagination, prayer, bliss, sucks, joy. Oh god, I don't know. This one? Ah, okay. Jump, whisper, depression, nightglow, infrared, family, horror, pain. Horror is her, yeah. Heartbeat, heart, smile, heavenly, vivid, infallible, comfort, ambient, eternity, embrace. Um, ambience? Oh god. Ah, okay. Passion, raindrops, milk, beauty, broken, misfortune, misfortune? Oh, that's Sayori. Okay. Perfect, analyst, full frightening, crimson spinning, misery, excitement. Misery? Oh, that's Sayori? What? Clumsy lot, unending sunset, cute memories, awesome playground, sweet cage. Cage? What? Uh, okay. Pure marshmallow, flying flowers, cars, qualm, rat, sugar, a long red rainbow. Rat? Okay. Fingal, destiny, treasure, troll, fun, candy, anger, kindle, adjustment, strawberry. Anger? I don't know. Oh, that's Natsuki. What? I mean, oh yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Peaceful, bubbles, shiny, chocolate, cheer, etc. Defeat, silly, loud. Defeat, that's Sayori, are required, dream, lazy, feathers, scarlet, journey, sadness, climax, disoriented. Disoriented? Yeah. Hair, game, spot, landscape, brief, happiness, disown, uncontrollable whistle, desire. This one? Okay. Headphones, tragedy, pleasure, meager, atone, unrestrained, mouse, despise. Unrestrained, despise. This one? Okay. Romance, electricity, skipping, question, black, will, special, philosophy, I think? Yeah. Daydream, naval, fear, contamination, book, fluffy, display, explode. Is it fear? Oh, that's Sayori. Together, Ribbon Universe, anime, intellectual, oh, what is it? Universe? Okay. Holiday, Giggle, Sunny, Vertigo, Bouncy, Dark, Play, Skid, Forgive, Childhood. Oh, what is it? Vertigo? I'm just picking there. I don't know what to do. Time, Massacre, Doki Doki Succession, Lost Promises. Oh my god, Lost. Determination, Waterfall, Lucky. Massacre? I mean, he likes dark stuff, so maybe. Oh, okay. Wow. Anxiety, Lucky Papa, Inferno, France, Tears, Anxiety. Yeah, Rose, Music, Vivacious, Unstable Parents, Love Email, Adventure, Jumpy, Shame. Adventure? Oh, that's Sayori, okay. Well, I think I got Yuri the most, so I think I was fine. Hi again, Ezra. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. I need to drink first. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ezra. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you definitely head first into a literature club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like you deserve any slack. Sherry told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ezra will always give it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with a busy homework without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh Jesus, really? Is that so? You two are really good friends, are you? Aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, don't worry, Yuri. I mean, I kind of feel a little bad for Sayori, maybe a little bit. How come? You and I can become good friends too. Sayori. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Um, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal and it's really not. Oh, what do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Any nice gesture from you. It's a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. God, Yuri is so cute. Is that so? I don't know why I'm so attached to a game character. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want to. Oh yeah, let's discuss it, Yuri. This is... How is this gonna accidentally being so cute? Yeah. She even picked up a book like she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to reading what you think. The rest everyone settled in. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, but she was waiting for this chance. Ooh. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Oh yeah, her manga. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It's looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Ah. Oh. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Oh my god, the music just changed. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh. But that only made her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just passing out. I'm already sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading it a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Oh, yeah. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I mean. Oh, you bought this book for me, isn't it? I mean... I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, yeah, sure. I see. There is something very obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once you start to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's this about anyway? Well? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is pages Portrait or Markov. Is that a real-life book or is this created for this game? There's a nameless-looking eye symbol in front of the cover. Illuminati. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of a dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sounds like it was going to be a nice story, so dark, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ahahaha. Yuri gently giggled off the sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ezra? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Yeah, he likes dark stuff. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yeah, there is actually this kind of people that shy and embarrassed in real life, but her mind is just really passionate about something. It's just as those kind of story. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goal or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they remain out of to be naive one, following their one-side moral interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I like things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Yeah, exactly. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh. Yeah. Are you sure? You're just a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I'd open the book and start the prologue. I still understand Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feel is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slid my desk up until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book once more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each leans in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh my god, jeez. Kawaii! Sorry, this is a nice art though, I'm not gonna lie. Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left side open of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn out the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Ooh. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's faces and our eyes met. Oh, I don't know if I'm able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Oh, she's smiling. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you'll be so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We'll continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the pages before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate chat exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Ezra, that's probably a terrible thing to have common with her. What? No? Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry if I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm a man that is kind of cute. Why are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spare her from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if we haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of preference either way. In that case, I read a little more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that's everyone ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. I think I'm gonna go with Yuri because again I wrote the poem specifically for her, so yeah, let's go with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As you read the poem, I noticed her eye lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covered her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh. He's going to hate me. What? No. Yuri didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So? What kind of writing experience do you have? Use your imaginary metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just went, urethral off, unable to find an excuse. She traces a finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been taught that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I did recognize is in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matters, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both of the style and the expressive are weakened. Once you refine a train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There is so many different skill and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but just getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Bias? How? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The trenches on my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The lights get to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Ooh. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Hey, don't mind me, my handwriting was way more terrible. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ezra. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glass over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a past remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoy it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ezra. Me too. Oh, that's sweet. Let's go to Sayori next. This is a really good poem, Ezra. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you won't do it seriously, or that you would write a one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminded me how you really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah. Or well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Ezra. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. There's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's the part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her at all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you for that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow to my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to whisk away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. Oh man, yeah, this is so good. And then the end was just like, I want breakfast, guys, please. What the hell? Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh, yeah, did you actually write this morning? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I should try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast, guys. I made eggs and toast. Oh my god, Sayori. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I mean, yeah, it's bad to skip breakfast, guys. Don't do that. I mean, you're late at school or anything, but I guess whatever. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there is no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go to Natsuki. I'm gonna leave last to Monika because Monika is the president, so I guess it's better if I leave it to the last one. Ezra, you're not going to take this club seriously. Then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Yeah, I didn't actually write for Natsuki, so I get why she's pissed. Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, we all started somewhere, right? If you're still part of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, she's pissed. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough? Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Oh my god, the music just changed again. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can try, cheetah can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh man, the music was so good. This was a really simple poem, but yeah, the last one, people can try, but that's about it. Probably the meaning of the poem was like, people can try, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe that's the meaning? I don't know. But you know, people can try, but that's about it. It's very simple, but kinda get the meaning, I guess. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school think that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Some people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then makes it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, it does though. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. The inspector from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's go to Monica. Hi Ezra. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you're here, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I must better off just doing with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share the poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahahaha. Don't worry, Ezra. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it says so rare that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. Great job, Ezra. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I know you're right, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, I always count when I put in some effort. Yeah, that's true. Ahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that you really like this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. You realize it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take you years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I don't really ask though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. It could take me a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try out new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone might feel a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Well... Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims it's not very good. Well, that's because I have a sound of confidence. That doesn't mean I always that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle prostitute, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I never know. I wasn't home. I put inside for a clue. Now I can't see. I reeled blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scratches with the permanent copies of my meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, is this where the game kind of like a little bit messed up? I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I was looking in. I was playing the game. Oh, this is the first sign that the game is gonna get messed up later on. Oh, this is gonna be good. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, this kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. This is a lot of pop has been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not pretty sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that it has some kind of epiphany recently. I'll be influencing my poems a bit. I have an epiphany? Yeah, sometimes something like that. I couldn't remember to talk about this stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is a better friend with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to fixate on a specific point. If you try something so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. True. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep my pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing style. Even if it's just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They greet and exchange chips on paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read on Tandem, I watched the eyes of their expression change. Natsuki has brown furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh my god, Natsuki. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori likes it, and Ezra did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ezra liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh my god, the music just changed again. Uh-oh. That's not what I... Oh. Yuri stands up as well. Oh no. Maybe you're just jealous that Ezra appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would literally go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Is everyone okay? No, Sayori, no. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger as soon as Ezra started showing up. Oh Jesus Christ, this game is just... I love it. I love it so much. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger as soon as Ezra showed up. No, Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... Nat and Yuri, okay, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turns towards me as if they noticed I was standing here. Ezra, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over to herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this won't happen in the first place. What's the point of making your own poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning of it should jump out as the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ezra. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way I convey feelings and meaning of them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it also wastes. You understand that, right, Ezra? Well, oh no. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but however I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. Oh no. So of course there's going to be Natsuki, Yuri, help me Sayori. I don't really want to pick side here, even though yes I support Yuri, but I don't want to make Natsuki feel bad, so Sayori, help me Sayori. No, Natsuki glares at me, dying up any word I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah? Everyone is fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friends feel like this? Ezra. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless you want to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She will never. It's your immaturity that makes her feel upset in the first place. Excuse me? Aren't you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh, that's Sayori, I'm sorry. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Oh, she's crying. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as there's always been. Oh my god, I always were. Big and beautiful. Oh my god. Sayori. Sayori stands up tremblingly. Monica stands behind with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes up. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. Oh, I whispered. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that Miss Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She may be airheaded, but sometimes it really is suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her getting herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knit. Such a genuine person does make a good president, regardless of the way she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay everyone, it's just about time to ask for leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Ezra, how about you? Yeah, I saw the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more of kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I noted to myself with a newfound determination. Ezra, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehehe. Sayuri beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayuri and I has spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I see them fight like this. I promise they both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make a good friends with you. Phew. You know, Ezra, it's not that I can get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone, is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sighed. It looks like Sherry still hasn't caught up into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I just have to see where the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, and we're back to writing poems. Alright guys, so I think that was the first episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. It was a really, I have a great experience on playing this game. Again, I heard this game was supposed to be like some sort of horror game or uncountable game in a way. But so far, nothing bad is actually happening. I mean, I guess on the first 2 days, I guess. That's why it's not really happening. I heard that as the game goes, it gets a little bit disoriented, it gets a little bit creepy, it gets a little bit disturbing. And the game itself kind of warned me that if you're children, if you actually easily get disturbed, don't play this game. Like, if that game put that kind of warning, you know it's serious, you know? You know it's very serious, so I'm really curious to see what kind of that uncomfortable thing, you know? I wonder what the horror part is, because so far it's just me sharing poems with these characters, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. And so far I enjoyed, you know, the writing was so good, the music was so good in this game. And let's just say this, if this game is about just me writing poems to these girls, then I still enjoy it, because the writing was still good. And I think it's kind of interesting to see everybody different perspective of writing, you know, on poems and all that kind of stuff, writing a story. Like, I think it was interesting, you know, to see all these characters' perspective. But yeah, again, if this game wasn't a horror game, wasn't a game that actually gonna turn into a disturbing game in the future, then I probably still gonna enjoy it anyway. Like, so far I enjoy it, you know. It's just me running everybody's poem and share thoughts with them, and honestly I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And Dan Salvato, man, that's a really great job in this game. I mean, I'm still early in this game, but I really enjoyed it, guys, so much, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it too. So yeah, so that's it for today's Doki Doki Literature Club. This is the first episode. I really hope you guys watch this, you know, show some support. And if you enjoy my let's play, then give a like, comment, maybe subscribe to my channel, maybe share this video with your friends or family, the usual. And if you decide to subscribe to my channel, then don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys can get notified when I'm, you know, uploading a video. But yeah, I think that's about it for Doki Doki Literature Club. I will do more of this in the future, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, once again, hope you guys enjoyed this let's play, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.